All right, we just finished a nice little lunch, and I tell you what, if I stayed in that air conditioner any longer, I probably would have been asleep. But now we're back out into the hot Texas sun, and I tell you what, it is daggum warm down here. So Aaron got to play in the 520 earlier, and so now I'm gonna go take me a turn. What's Aaron gonna play on, the 350?
Looks that way.
It looks like it. All right, well, let's get this big girl fired up right here and see if we can find us some Texas tea.
All right.
Let's let these horses run, y'all. And also get us some air conditioning going. You know, I thought we had heat and humidity back home. I think Texas might have us beat. Get our door shut so we can keep all that nice cool air in here with us. And after we play around in here for just a little bit, I'll put you guys out there on the boom or the stick or somewhere and give you a good shot of us digging in this good old Texas clay. I'm gonna go ahead and give her full throttle. We're already in H mode. We just gotta blow our horn twice out here per our safety instructions. Man, that is a big old bucket. Good gracious. Wow. Aaron's already dug out here a little bit, so he's loosened it up some for us. Look at that massive scoop we got right there. Wow, that is cool. This is awesome, you guys. Wow. Thing has got some breakout force too, but man, as sticky as this mud is down here, there is absolutely no telling how many tons we've got in that bucket. Wow, we're pulling the machine forward. Look at that scoop, y'all. That is nuts. Wow, that's all I can say. That is crazy. And the most impressive thing is, with that amount of weight, I mean, just the speed that the boom still is able to keep up with, that's just, that's impressive, man. That blows my mind. This is cool, guys. Look at that hole we have created with just 4 scoops. That is just crazy talk. I love it, man. I love my job. And I love you guys. I'll take a minute just to say thank you again for all of your support and for you subscribing and helping the video, helping the channel grow, because without it, I wouldn't have opportunities like this. So my Texas hat is off to all you guys who have supported the channel over the past few months, few years, however long you've been with me. I really thank you. Look at that. Man. Look at that. Man. I gotta fill my hole back in. I get carried away. I'll be done dug to China with this thing. This is too much fun. And believe it or not, with that much weight held out there, I'm still not unstable at all because of that giant counterweight that's on the back of this thing. Look at that, I'm all the way straight sticked out and had all that wet clay in there, and it's not even tippy a bit. Let's see how smooth we can drag it back. Wow. Smooth operator. This is, can't believe I get to do this almost for a living, y'all. I sure am fortunate, because this is just too much dang fun. see what kind of side knocking power we got. Wow. Lift her on up. This machine is daggum strong. All right, I'm gonna put you guys outside, give you an outside view. Let's see. In order to do that, though, let's spin around. I'm gonna stick out, make sure there's nobody back here. Just stick out and get you guys clipped out there somewhere. tell you guys what, this is one heck of a machine. and it doesn't know its own strength. And the thing that I'm most impressed about it, I think, is how you know, even though it's such a huge machine, you're able just to do the fine grading. I can reach my teeth out, I can put them in the dirt, drag it back, and it's just as smooth and easy, like you're just running a mini X, but you're running a 100,000-pound machine. It's a beast. You done good, Kobelco. You done real good on this one. And so the question that everybody's going to be asking, well, why don't you buy a Kobelco versus the Volvo? As I explained in a recent video, we know we want a Volvo haul truck. And so, you know, just like with anything, the more you buy, the better deal you get. So that's why we chose to go with the Volvo on the Excavator for the dig. But if I had not been buying multiple pieces of equipment, then this Kobelco would definitely be in the running. Let's clean up our mess a little bit. We'll go check on Aaron and see what he's doing on his 350 over there. But I tell you what, man, these are some really nice excavators. I'm thoroughly impressed and grateful for Kobelco too for flying us down here, and it's my first trip to Texas, so I get to cross that state off the list, and I just get to play with machines all day and make cool YouTube videos for you guys. And it just don't get much better than that. I don't care who you are. That's awesome. Life is good, people. Ain't a whole lot of cleaning up I can do with this monster. I dug that big old giant hole, so oh well. Not my property. Not my problem. Let's go see what else we can get into. Yeah, that is that's a big machine right there. When we were sitting right here, we were starting to sink a little bit. I could feel the machine lean a little bit. I said, okay, we might better get out of here. Aaron's sinking a little bit too, just because of the amount of rain they've had out here. And these ain't little machines either. Looks like Aaron dug down and got to some kaolin material. I think they call it something different around here. Is this that stuff y'all was talking about? No, that's just clay. It looks like kaolin back, kind of like back home, but
yeah, no. The caliche.
Caliche, yeah.
The caliche. I've seen caliche. You know the Turbo Tiger T.
Yeah.
So we were up on Dallas Fort Worth on a 50-ton unit. And it was going through a set of teeth a day.
What?
I mean, it would make my teeth hurt as he
oh
just
my
down there
goodness.
Oh, it was horrible.
That's worse than rock.
Yeah, but the price, I forget what I mean, it was several $1,000s a day he was going through in teeth in that caliche.
Wow. Tough stuff. Now, this is just regular old Texas clay here. A little bit different than what we got back home. Some fine sand in it, not near as much like, I mean, it's clay, don't get me wrong, but not as clay-y, if that's a word, as our kaolin back in Georgia and South Carolina. Pretty interesting. Wonder if we're getting close to oil. Look at that black. They might be sitting on a gold mine here. Aaron's having the time of his life in the 350. He had to move a little bit because, yeah, again, just the sheer weight of these machines out here and the rain, it was just a little squishy. There's a A-Rod out there cutting cartwheels. You can't take him nowhere, y'all. He's just a big old kid. That's all he is, a big old kid.
He go faster than that.
But aren't we all?
Aaron doing Aaron things.
Aaron doing Aaron things. Let's get his attention. Take a look at that scale real quick. And there's Aaron's doing a underplate demonstration right there. Hey, track on out here to some hard ground. We want to look at the scales, please, and thank you. Other way. what you reckon about the 350? The 350.
It's a little less hoe than the 520.
Yeah, my hoe was bigger than your hoe.
Well, you know, I know how you like it.
Making jokes. Making jokes. Pretty sweet machine though.
You want to sit in here?
Yeah, I'll sit in there. I want you to show me the scales, or Michael can show me the scales, because I thought the 520 had it, because I had some massive buckets over there. I was wondering how much they weigh, but that one doesn't have the scale system, but this one do.
This one does have the scale system?
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know how to use it?
Yeah.
Well, let me learn how to use it. Yes, sir.
Alright. So, it weighs what's in your bucket where it says bucket.
Yep.
It weighs what's in the truck where it says truck.
Easy enough.
And then that's your target where it says target.
Yep.
And that's how many you've loaded with the trucks.
Very cool. So it does it every scoop. You don't have to have it in like scale mode or anything.
So you gotta turn it on, which is this one here. So when you hit this, the truck will turn orange.
Orange?
Yep. So now when you grab a scoop of dirt, it'll weigh it, and then when you swing to the side and dump it, it'll add it to the truck and it zero the bucket back out.
Gotcha.
So then when you reload the bucket,
okay,
and if you swing the second time, it adds it to your truck.
Very cool.
Until you get to your target weight.
Okay.
It'll beep at you when you're like a ton out from your target to let you know that you need to pay attention to what you're doing.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Making it easier and easier, Fletch.
Yep. It's quite snazzy.
What else you want to add to that? Did he do a good job explaining it?
He did good.
Okay.
The reason we do the bucket,
Yeah.
that way when you get your truck full, hit your button. That lets it know you're actually turning, your truck's done and gone.
Yep.
That way if you got to clean up the site, getting ready for the next truck,
Yeah, you can do whatever you need
do
to
whatever
do.
you need to do, and then you hit the button again, you load the truck.
Sweet. Does it count trucks?
Yes.
Does it?
Yes.
Oh, I see down there at the bottom, count.
Yeah.
So anytime
and it even, here's the cool part. So it counts the truck. You got
okay,
the
gives
date
you the
stuff
date.
programmed
Yeah.
in. So it tells you yesterday.
Oh, that's nice.
So it keeps a 2-day total on.
Yeah.
So what you done yesterday, how many trucks you loaded out, plus today.
Awesome. That's a little more fancy than the clicker Dad gave me back in the day.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Now you can keep track of your production.
Wow.
So it tells you how many bucket loads it takes to get to the truck. See, he's loaded 7 trucks today.
Yeah, and then I would assume that, you know, since this is with the onboard computer, you could use the Comex. Is that what they call it?
It is
communication.
They don't go through Comex right now, but they're developing apps to be able to track out.
That would be neat. That way I can be down here at Texas and know how many trucks the boys loaded in a day back in South Carolina.
Keep a record, yes.
Very cool. Amazing. All right, well, let me play with the scales a little bit. Man, scales have come a long way in a short amount of time. Let's see what we can do. We're going to pretend like we're loading a truck. I don't know, let's just try 15 tons. Shut our door so we're not trying to cool down all of Texas. Give her full throttle. We're in H mode. Blow our horn because we're moving. Get back over here in the digging area a little bit. And we'll just pretend like we're side loading the truck to 15 tons. Get us a decent, not a huge scoop, but a big one. So it says we've got 3.5 tons in that scoop. All right, 3.8. So when you dump it out, let me show you guys. So when you dump it out, it just goes ahead and totals it and tells you what you've got in the truck. So we got 3.8 and going for 15. Number 2, we are now at 6.9 tons on our truck. Let's get a big old healthy scoop. at 9.9 and it's beeping at me because we have set, or somebody has set a target weight of 11 in here. So we're going to go over the target weight on purpose. And let's, okay, so now it shows up in red. Let me show you guys that. That's pretty dang impressive. Okay, so you see our target's 11. We got 9.9 on him, and then if we dump this, we're overweight, so it shows up in red. That is slick. I want to see how close I can get to 15. Alright, so we got 13.2, so we need about, I don't know, half a scoop or so on this. Let's see, let's get about that much. That might be a little bit much. 2.6, 2.317. Alright, so I think what we'll do, we'll go ahead and curl it, come on around to get an accurate weight. Alright, not bad. We got 2.1 tons in that scoop. So we were 15.3. Man, if I'd have had this back in the day when I was selling sand and sand clay by the truckload, it was so aggravating. We'd have to load the truck, get it to where we think it is. Every once in a while they'd go to the scales and weigh, and then we'd have to recalculate, well, just recalculate, kind of, sort of, all in your head. Remember to count your buckets. If I had that, I'm kind of mad now that they have it and I didn't back in the day, but oh well. Would come in super handy now. So there is your Kobelco SK350 mighty fine machine, and that scale system is literal money. I'm jealous of it. I need it. And you guys aren't going to want to miss the next video where we're going to do barrel racing with the excavator. Not sure how we're going to make that happen, but we're going to make it happen because we're in Texas and we have to. Y'all give the video a thumbs up. I'll catch you on the next one.